with until now in this chapter we started this chapter with the meaning of partnership, wherein I told you that partnership is a relationship between two or more persons who have agreed to share the profits of the business. After that, we discussed about the features or various characteristics of the partnership, wherein I've told you that there must be an agreement to start a partnership. There should be at least two person, and the maximum number of person that uh, a partnership can have is 50. Then there must be some kind of legal business. There should be intention to share the profits of the business, and the liability of each partner will be unlimited. That means liability may extend to the private property of the partners as well. Then we also talked about that the registration of the firm is not compulsory. Every partner is responsible for the act performed by one partner. Then the transferability of shares in case of partnership is restricted unless and until all the partners in a partnership firm give their consent. One cannot transfer his part of share to some other person. That means anyone cannot introduce any other person into the partnership business unless and until all the partners agreed upon that. Then we talked about the partnership deed. I've told you that partnership deed is nothing but an agreement. It is a paper that contains the terms and condition of the agreement among the partners, and this is important because by having the partnership deed, it basically helps in the smooth functioning of the business. Then it is also important at the time of settlement of any kind of dispute. It also serves as an evidence, and through partnership deed we can regulate the duties and powers of the partners. Then we talked about the content of partnership deed. After that, we talked about various provision that partnership act specify regarding the sharing of profit, interest on capital, salary, commission, interest on loan or advances, interest on drawing. These are the various points to which partnership, if partnership deed is silent, then partnership act 1932 specifies certain provision to settle these issues among the partners. Then we discuss few questions based on partnership deed, and in the previous classes we also talked about the treatment of interest on loan, and in the last class we were talking about the treatment of interest on drawing. So these are the things that we have already discussed in this chapter. And in the last session we talked about the interest on drawing. It is from firm's point of view, it is an earning, but from partner's point of view it will be considered as an expense. After that, we have also understood the general entries that will be passed at the time of when the interest on drawing is due and when it is finally transferred to the profit and loss account. After that, I've told you that there are two methods by which interest on drawings can be calculated. Now, these are very important. I've told you that whenever drawing have been made in equal installments, same amount have been withdrawn by the partner, that too on a regular interval. In that case, the average period method of calculating interest on drawing shall be applicable. But if drawing is not drawing have been made in unequal amount have been withdrawn at different point of time, there is no fixed interval between the drawings, then in such a situation we will apply the product method. So in the last class we already talked about the average period method. We will, in today's session, we will do one or two questions based on the same concept as well. But in today's class, we will talk about the product method also. So we have already understood the average period method. Okay, so this is the formula to calculate interest on drawing in case of average period method. We also talked about the formula to calculate the average period. I hope these things are already clear to you. We have also done one or two questions based on the same concept, and I think I have given you two questions for your homework as well. So have you guys completed those questions, or anybody having any issue, any problem solving those questions? Do let me know, please. Only then we will move to the next question. I think I have given you question number 14 and 15, right? Question 15 and 15 I gave you for homework. So all of you have attempted these questions or not? Or
Sir, you didn't give us homework, I think.
I didn't give you any homework?
Um,
Sir, you didn't give us homework.
Yes, sir, you didn't get.
Okay. All right. So let's do one thing. Let's. Achha, have we done any question based on the previous concept, like whether we have done the question based on uh, calculation of interest through average period method or not? We have done any question based on average period method or not?
I don't think so, sir.
Okay. So in that case, let's continue with the question number 12. So we will be starting our session with question 12. So there are four questions that I'll be discussing on the average period method, and then we will move to the product method. So these questions will take some time. So starting with the question number 12. Just a minute, I think there is some problem with my camera. Let me resolve this issue, please. Just a minute. Okay, now it's fine. All right, so starting with the question number 12. Question number 12 says that Ram and Mohan are two partners, drew for private use rupees 1,20,000, rupees 80,000. Interest is chargeable at 6% per annum. We need to calculate interest on drawing of the partner using appropriate formula. So I think we have completed this question. All right, anyways. So see, in this question, there are two partners, Ram and Mohan. Both are withdrawing certain amount, 1,20,000 and 80,000. Interest that is already agreed between the partner is 6% on drawing. All right, so this is already agreed. And then we need to calculate interest on drawing. Okay, so in this situation, since we are discussing the average period method, so we will be solving this question by applying the average period method only. Okay, so the question is saying that calculate interest on drawing of partners using appropriate formula. So we will only use the interest, average period method. Solution to question number 2. I want everyone to write it down. I'm starting the session with question solution to question number 12. Okay. So there are two partners, Ram and Mohan, and we need to calculate their interest on drawing. So we will write this statement: calculation of interest on drawings by partners using average period method. Average period method. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about partner 1, Ram. Ram have withdrew 1,20,000. Ram's drawing is 1,20,000. Okay. Then the name of the other partner is Mohan, who have withdrawn 80,000. 80,000. Okay. We need to find out the interest on their drawings. So as we know, the rate of interest applicable on drawing as already agreed between the partners, 6% per annum. 6%. Okay. And now See, I guess all of you already remember the formula. Na? For calculating interest on loan, the formula is, what is the formula? Total drawing?
Total amount withdrawn multiplied by rate of interest
Correct. Total
multiplied
drawings
by
multiplied
average period divided by 2.
12.
Divided by 2.
Correct. So 1,20,000 is the total amount of drawing. Rate is 6%. Now, since the question does not specify that whether these drawings have been made at the beginning of the month or at the end of the month or at the middle of the month, right? So when nothing is specified in the question whether such drawing have been made, whether in the middle or at the end or at the beginning. So in such a case, average period is presumed to be 6 months. Average period, if nothing is mentioned, if question does not specify whether drawings have been made at the beginning, at the end, or at the middle, in such a situation, we will always presume the average period as 6 months. All right, now divide it by 12. Similarly, in case of Mohan as well, it is written in the question that Mohan have withdrawn 80,000 and the rate of interest chargeable will be 6%, but question does not specify when such drawing have been made, whether these drawings have been made on a monthly basis or I mean at the beginning of the month, at the middle of the month, or at the end of the month. So therefore, in this situation also, we will be considering the average period as 6 months. Now we will divide it by 2. I'm applying the same formula in case of Mohan as well. Total drawings into average period divided by 12. Anybody having any problem reading anything that I'm writing on sheet, please let me know. I can zoom in.
No, sir.
All right, now let's just calculate interest. So 1,20,000 at 6%, so it will be 7,200. 1,20,000 at 6%, it will be 7,200 divided by 12, and we will multiply it by 6. So it will be 3,600. 3,600 is the interest on drawing made by Ram. And similarly, in case of Mohan as well, 80,000 has been withdrawn. Rate of interest that will be applicable will be 6% into 6 divided by, it will be 2,400. 2,400 is the rate of interest in case of Mohan. So this is how we calculate interest on drawing by applying the average period method.
So can you show the question?
Yeah, just I want everyone to note it down first, then I'll show you the question. Guys, let me know when you are done with writing. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No. See, this is the question. Take the screenshot of this, please, so that we can move to the next question. Okay. Now moving on to question number 13. Question 13. B and M are partners in a firm. They withdrew rupees 48,000 and rupees 46,000 respectively during the year, evenly at the middle of every month. Okay. According to the partnership agreement, interest on drawing is to be charged at 10% per annum. All right. Calculate interest on drawing of the partner using appropriate method. Okay. So question is giving us the autonomy to choose the appropriate method to find the interest, to calculate the interest. Since it is already written in the question that withdrawals have been made evenly, that means it have been withdrawn throughout the year at a gap of 1 month, and it has been withdrawn in the middle of the month. Okay, and the amount of withdrawal is also constant, also same. Okay, that means 48,000 has been withdrawn throughout the year in an evenly manner. Okay, So that means 4,000 must have been withdrawn per month. Now we need to decide which method should be applied to calculate interest on drawing. So the answer is very simple. Since the even amount have been withdrawn throughout the year, and that too on a equal interval, that means we will apply again the average period method. Okay, so average period method will be applied in this situation. Okay. So let me show you the solution. So there are two partners, B and M. So we will start with the statement. Solution 2. Question 30. Statement showing calculation of interest on drawings by partner. And we are using average period method. Okay. Now we will start with the interest that will be charged from B. So we have withdrew 48,000 B. In order to calculate interest, we will apply this formula: total amount of drawings multiply with the rate of interest multiply with the average period divided by 12. So total drawing in case of B was 48,000. Rate of interest chargeable, as already agreed among the partner, is 10% per annum. Now we will divide the average period by 12. Now the question is, what will be the average period? So average period, let's prepare a working note for finding out the average period. I am making a working note just to figure out the average period. What is the formula for average period? So formula for average period is very simple. First, months left after first withdrawal. After first withdrawal drawing, then we will add the number of months left after the last withdrawal, last drawing. Then by adding these months, we will divide it by 2. Okay. So since the withdrawals were being made at the middle of the month and withdrawals have been made throughout the year, so can anyone tell me how many months will be left after the first drawing? How many months will be left after first drawing? How many months will be left after the first drawing? Nobody is answering. Guys,
Sir,
do you
can
have
we see?
problem?
Sir,
Sorry?
can you show the question again?
Yes.
Yes. Withdrawals have been made throughout the year. That means starting from April, it has been withdrawals have been made till the month of March next year. Okay, let me help you. No worries. Just try to understand this. See, we have how many months in a year?
Sir,
We have 12 months.
11.5.
Yeah, that is correct. But I guess since only you have answered, so I guess most of the student is having problem understanding this. So let me give you a more clear explanation to this. See, starting with let's talk about how many months are there in a year. So sir, there are 12 months. So it starts from April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, and March. So we have 12 months, right? Okay. So it is written in the question that withdrawals have been made evenly throughout the year. That means withdrawals have been made in the month of April, May, June, July. In every month, B and M both are withdrawing the funds. And the date was on which date they were withdrawing. They were withdrawing the amount on the in the middle at the middle of every month, right? So the first drawing must have been made on 15th of April. 15th of April. First withdrawal must have been made on 15th of April. And last withdrawal must have been made on, tell me, last must have been made on 15th of March. Is that correct? Okay. So tell me, if withdrawal have been made on 15th of April, tell me how many days are still left in April? Sir, 30 more days are still left in the month of April. That means almost half month is already is left in the month of April, right? And after the month of April, there are 11 more months are left. Is that right? That means after the first withdrawal, how many months are still left in the year? 11 months are still left in the year. Is that correct, everyone? Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
After the first
Yes.
withdrawal, 11 month plus this half month as well. That means 11.5 month, 11.5 months are still left after the first withdrawal. 11.5 months are still left after the first withdrawal. And tell me, what about how many months are still left after the last withdrawal? Last withdrawal have been made on 15th of March. That means half of the month is still left in the month of March. Half of the month is still left. So tell me, months left after first withdrawal is 11.5. Month left after the last withdrawal is 0.5. Is that correct, everyone? Anybody having any doubt understanding this? Any problem understanding this?
Can
No
you
doubt.
explain it again?
Sorry,
No doubt.
someone is
Okay.
asking me to explain it again.
Sir, can you explain it again?
Yeah, okay, no problem. See, I have started explaining with there are 12 months in the year. Is that correct? Question specify that B and M both are withdrawing funds throughout the year. That means both of them are withdrawing funds from the business every month. And on which date they were withdrawing the fund? They were withdrawing the fund on middle of the month. Middle of the month. Middle of the month. That means for withdrawal have been made throughout the year: April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and till the month of March. But first withdrawal must have been made on the 15th of April, right? Is that correct? First withdrawal must have been made on the 15th of April.
15th April.
So tell me, after 15th April, how many months are still left in the year? Sir, 0.5 months is still left in the month of April. Other than April, we have 11 more months still left in the year. So 0.5 plus 11, it will be 11.5 months still left in the year after the first withdrawal. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir. Now it's clear.
After April, 11 months are left. Okay.
Yeah, after 15th of April. After April, there are 11 months, but including half month of April, there will be 11.5 months still. Now let's talk about what about months after the last withdrawal. So last withdrawal have been made on 15th of March. So half of the March is still left. So 0.5 months are still left in the year. So 11.5 and 0.5. So let's now calculate the average period. So this is how we calculate average period. Month left after first withdrawal, that is 11.5 as per our question. Month left after the last withdrawal, so half of the month is still left after the last withdrawal. Now we will add both these months and we will divide it by 2. 11.5 plus 0.5 divided by 2. So it will be 11.5 plus 0.5 will be 12. 12 divided by 2, it will be 6. Tell me, is this clear to all of you? Average calculation of average period is clear to all.
Yes, sir.
Everyone is. Only then I will proceed
Yes,
to the
sir.
remaining part of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 6 months is the average period. Now we will take this average period in the main working of our solution. So average in place of average period, we will write 6. We have taken this value from our working group. We have taken this value from our working group. So 6 divided by 12. Now you can calculate the total interest payable by Mr. B. 48,000 into 10%, that will be 4,800. And we will multiply it by 6 divided by 12. So it will be 2,400. Guys, there's one request. I would request all of you to always keep a calculator while attending the session so that you can calculate the numericals. Otherwise, you will face difficulty in accounts. So I would recommend that you should use, at least while doing the class, you should use the calculator. While you will be solving homework, then you should try to solve the question without calculator. But in my class, while attending the session, I would request all of you to take the calculator. Use the calculator. Okay, so this was the calculation of interest for Mr. B. Now we have the other partner as well, Mr. M. But before calculating the interest for Mr. M, I just wanted to know whether all of you have written it down or not, or you are still writing it. Done, everyone? Or is still writing? Okay, finish it quickly.
Done, sir.
Done? Everyone done?
Done, sir.
Yes, sir. Done.
Done.
So let's continue with the interest calculation of Mr. M. Okay. For Mr. M, we will calculate the interest. Calculation of interest for Mr. M. And so M have drawn a total fund of 36,000. Okay. So 36,000. Now again, the formula will remain same. Total drawing. Formula will be same. Total drawings into rate of interest into average period divided by 12. The total drawing made by Mr. M was 36,000. Rate of interest was same, 10% per annum. And average period will also remain same since we have already calculated average period in the for the last part for B. So average period for Mr. M is also going to remain same since Mr. M have also withdrawn the fund at the middle of the month. So average period for him will also be 6 divided by 12. Okay. So 36,000 into 10% will be 3,600. Multiplying it by 6, dividing it by 12, we will get 1,800. This is the interest payable by Mr. M. Note it down, everyone. Let me know when you are done. Then
Yes, sir. Noted.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
okay. So I hope all of you understood the calculation of interest in case of drawing by the average period method. But we will do 2 more questions and then only we will move to the other method, the product method. So let's continue with the next question. And this will be question number 14. Question number 14. All right, so let's read it first. Question says A and B. This is A and B. Okay, so I mistakenly written it as and. This is A and B are partners sharing profits equally. So there are two partners, A and B, both are sharing the profits in the equal ratio. A drew regularly 4,000 in the beginning of every month for 6 months. Okay, so A was withdrawing equally in every month for 6 month period only. Okay, that means he have started withdrawing the fund from the month of April, then he withdrew in the month of May, June, July, August, and till the September he have made the withdrawals. And we need to find the interest on drawing, considering the rate of interest is 5% per annum. Okay, so the only difference in this question is that this time A and B are withdrawing the fund, but they are not withdrawing it for the entire year. Withdrawals are being made for only 6 months. Okay. All right. So let's continue with the calculation. Let me show you how it will be done. Everything will remain same. Only the difference will be while calculating the average period. Okay. Again, writing the same statement, calculation of interest. Calculation of interest on drawing by partners. All right. Using which method we are using? Using average period method. Average period method. Okay. Now, first we will calculate interest payable by Mr. A. Then we will talk about Mr. B. So A, partner A. Calculation of interest will be by average period method. We will apply this formula: total drawing into rate of interest into average period divided by 12. Now question says that withdrawals have been made for 6 months, and every month A and B are withdrawing 4,000, right? Is that clear enough? 4,000 is being withdrawn by A and B every month. So that means Mr. A must have withdrawn total fund of 4,000 into 6. Is that correct? Total drawings have been made for 6 months, and every month withdrawal have been made for rupees 4,000. So 4,000 into 6, can we do that? Is that clear, everyone? In order to
Yes.
calculate total drawing, we are multiplying 4,000 by 6. Is that correct? Everyone is clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the rate of interest is already agreed that 5% per annum will be payable by the partner. So rate of interest will be 5% per annum. Now the only thing that we require in order to solve this question is the average period. Once the average period is available, then we will simply divide it by 12. Okay. Now let's talk about how we will find out average period. So again, we will make a working note. In order to find out the average period, we will prepare a working note. Average period equals to months left after first withdrawal plus months left after last withdrawal, divide it by 2. Okay. Now, since question is saying that withdrawals have been made by the partner for 6 month period only. Withdrawal have been made every month, but for 6 month period only. Okay. So let's consider the same timeline. So let me cancel out these things. Okay. So these are the various months of the year. Partner A and B both have been withdrawing funds from the business for 6-month period, right? So that means both have withdrawn fund in the month of April, May, June, July, August, and till the September only. Till September. So from starting from April till September, it will be 6 months. For 6 months, they have made the withdrawal. Now answer the question. Tell me whether they were withdrawing the fund at the beginning or at the middle or at the end of the month. Tell me. They
Sir,
were withdrawing
beginning.
the funds
Sir, at the beginning of the month.
at the beginning of the month. Correct. So tell me, first withdrawal must have been made on the 1st of April. Is that right? First withdrawal, if they
Yes.
are making withdrawal on 1st of every month, that means first withdrawal must have been made on 1st of April. And the last
Yes.
withdrawal must have been made on the 1st of
30th.
September. Is
Yeah,
that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So just consider, since they are withdrawing funds for only 6 months, so we won't consider the other month. Consider that there are no month left after September. There are 6 months in the year. Let's for the time being, let's presume that there are no month after September. Okay. So starting with 1st of April, tell me how many months are still left after the first withdrawal. So first withdrawal have been made on 1st of April. So entire month of April is left. May is left. June, July, August, September. Entire month of April, May, June, July, August, and September is left. So that means after the first withdrawal, 6 months are left. Is that correct? After the first withdrawal, 6 months are still left. Is that right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And tell me how many months are
Yes,
still
sir.
left after the last withdrawal. Last withdrawal have been made on 1st of September. Last withdrawal have been made on 1st September. Guys, let's take a break for 2 minutes. Because there will be disturbance in the audio. Since there is a John time here. We will take a break of 1 minute, then we will continue. All right, everyone. Let's continue. Okay. So I was saying that since withdrawals were made by the partner on the 1st of everyone, that means after the first withdrawal, entire month of April is left, entire month of May is left, June, July, August, September. So after the first withdrawal, 6 months are still left. Okay. Now let's talk about how many months are still left after the last withdrawal. So last withdrawal have been made on 1st of September. So the entire month of September is still left. Is that right? That means after the last withdrawal, 1 more month is left. Is that correct, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
But sir, how is 6 months left after the first withdrawal?
How are, okay, see, first withdrawal have been made on April, 1st April.
Yes,
So
yes.
entire month of April is left, 1 month. Entire month of May is left, 2nd month. Entire month of June is left, 3rd month. Entire month of July, 4th. Entire month of August, 5th month. And entire month of September is still left now. So after first withdrawal, how many months are there? Including the entire month of April, there are 5 more months. So there are 6 months now.
Sir, it's ending on first September. So,
30th September now.
oh, okay,
See, it is written in the question, the month ended on 30th September 2020.
okay.
So
Understood,
we
sir.
will consider the entire month of April, entire month of September as the remaining period. Now is it clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So months left after first withdrawal is 6 months. Month left after the last withdrawal is 1 month. Now we will divide it by 2, and then we will get the average period. So 6 plus 1 will be 7. Divided by 2 will be 3.5. Tell me. The calculation is clear to all of you. This calculation is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let me write it here more clearly. So month left after the first withdrawal was 6 months. Month left after the last withdrawal was 1 month. That means the average period will be 7 divided by 2, 3.5 months. Done. Now we will take this value in our main calculation. This is the working note. Huh? Now we will take this value in our main calculation and write the average product here as 3.5. Now we will calculate the answer. 4,000 into 6 will be 24,000. We will multiply it by 5%. Then 3.5 divided by 12. I want all of you to tell me the answer. Okay. 24,000 into 5% into 3.5 divided by 12. Tell me the answer. Tell me the correct answer, everyone.
350.
350. That is right. Perfect. Very good. So this is the interest payable by Mr. A. This is the amount of interest chargeable on drawings made by Mr. A. Now similarly, we will calculate the interest payable by Mr. B as well. I want all of you to write it down. Let me know when you are done, and then we will start with the interest calculation of Mr. B. Also, let me know if you want to see any specific section of the solution. Like if you want to see the main working, this is on the sheet. If you want to look at the working note, this is here on the next side of the sheet. So let me know which, if any specific section you want to have on your screen. So,
Done, sir.
right. Okay. Okay. Now let's calculate the interest payable by Mr. B. So B. For B, the calculation of interest will be same as we were doing previously. Total drawings into rate of interest into average period divided by 12. So total drawing for Mr. B as well was 4,000 per month. That means for the 6-month period, he must have withdrawn 24,000. Rate of interest will be same charged from him as well, 5%, and average period will also remain same, 3.5 divided by 12. So 24,000 into 5% into 3.5 divided by 12, it will be 350. Answer will be same. Since drawings are equal, average period is also equal, rate of interest is also equal. That means rate of interest will also remain same, 350. Done, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the next question, question number 15. Question 15. A and B are partners sharing profit equally. A drew regularly rupees 4,000 at the end of every month. For the month ended 30th September 2013, calculate interest at the rate 5% per annum. Okay. So question, everything in this question is almost same, right? The only difference in this question is that this time withdrawal is being made at the end of the month instead of at the beginning of the month. In the previous question, both A and B were withdrawing fund at the beginning of the month, but this time both of them are withdrawing the funds at the end of the month. So everything will remain same, only the average period will differ this time. Only the calculation of average period will be different, otherwise everything will remain same. Since both A and B are withdrawing the same amount and the rate of interest chargeable is also same, so everything is going to remain same, only the change will take place in the calculation of the average period. Question is clear to everyone? Question is clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So would you be able to solve this question in your homework?
Yes, sir.
So
We'll
can
try.
we skip?
Yes, sir.
Can we skip for now?
Okay, sir.
All right. So okay.
Okay, sir.
So please take the screenshot of this question. I'm expecting all of you to do this in your homework. Now we will move to the next concept, which is the other method of calculation of interest, and that is pretty simple as compared to this one. The next method is the product method. Next method is product method. I want all of you to put the heading on your note. Product method. See, I've already told you that the basic difference between the application of these methods is the amount of withdrawal and the time interval on which withdrawals are being made. If withdrawals are being made at a regular interval and same amount is being made at a regular interval, in that case we will apply the average period method. In all other cases means that if we are withdrawing unequal amount, then in that case we will be applying the product method for the calculation of interest on drawing. And if we are let's suppose if we are withdrawing the same amount but different interval of time, sometime we withdraw the funds at a difference of 1 month, then we withdraw funds after for a withdraw at an interval of 3 months, and then we withdraw fund after an interval of 15 days. So the interval between the drawings are not equal, or the amount of drawing are not equal. In that case only we will be applying the product method. If the amount are same, withdrawal amount is same, and the interval period, the time period of the withdrawal is also same, in that case we will be applying the average period method. Okay. Now the question is, sir, how do we calculate interest on drawing by product method? So this time also we have a certain format, or you can say the formula for calculating interest on drawing. So this is basically the format that we follows to find out the interest on drawing by product method. So before proceeding further, I just wanted all of you to know to note this format, to write it down on your notebook. We will take a question that will make it more clear how this method works. But for now, I just want all of you to note it down on your notebook. Just draw the format, just write down the formula. Am I clear to all of you guys?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so please note it down. Then we will do one question, and through that question, you will be able to understand the concept of product method. Let me know, guys, when you are done writing this.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. Okay, so let's continue with the question. Let's try to understand how this method works through a question. Okay. So question number 17. It says that Kanika and Gautam are partners doing a dry cleaning business in Lucknow, sharing a profit in the ratio of 2:1 with capital of rupees 5 lakh and 4 lakh respectively. Okay. So there are two partners, and they have contributed a capital of 5 lakh and 4 lakh, and their profit sharing ratio is 2:1. Kanika have withdrawn some fund. Kanika have made the withdrawal on these dates. First, she have made a withdrawal of 10,000 on 1st April. Then again 9,000 have been withdrawn in the month of June. Then 14,000 in November. Then 5,000 in December. Okay. Next point is Gautam is also withdrawing 15,000 on the first day of April, then July, then October and January to pay rent for the accommodation of his family. Okay. He also paid 20,000 per month as the rent of the office. Okay. All right. So basically, question is asking us to calculate the interest on drawings. Other than the information about interest, other than the information about drawing, everything is irrelevant for us. Since question is specifically asking us to calculate the interest on the drawing, so information relating to drawing will be relevant. Rate of interest will be relevant. Date is relevant, amount is relevant. All other information like the profit sharing ratio, the amount of capital they have invested, it is not relevant for us. Gautam is paying monthly rent of 20,000 for his family's accommodation. That is also not important. Since question is asking us to calculate interest on drawing only, so the information relating to drawings are only relevant for us. Okay. So now let's talk about the Kanika's withdrawal. See, Kanika is withdrawing the different amount on the first day of different months, right? So firstly, tell me the amount. Do you think amount is same? Whether she is withdrawing the same amount every month? Yes or no? She is withdrawing the same amount every month, yes or no?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
First, in the month of April, she withdrew 10,000, then 9,000, then 14,000, then 5. So I've already told you that whenever withdrawal have been made in the unequal installment, in that case, the product method get applied. Product method will be applicable. So no need to see whether withdrawals have been made on a regular interval, equal interval or not. Since the amount is different, so we got our answer that since the amount is different, that means average period method cannot be applicable. Only product method will be applied. Okay. Now let's talk about the Gautam withdrawal. Gautam is making a withdrawal of 15,000, right? On first day of April, then first day of July, then first day of October, then first day of January. That means if you are able to interpret this, you can notice that Gautam is withdrawing on quarterly basis. He made the first withdrawal in the first quarter. Then he made the withdrawal of 15,000 in the second quarter. Then in the third quarter. And then finally in the month of January, that means in the fourth quarter. Am I clear to all of you? Are you able to understand that Gautam is withdrawing equal amount, but on quarterly basis? First withdrawal he's making in the month of April. Then from April, June and July. Sorry, April, May and June. After 3-month period, then he again make a withdrawal of 15,000. Then July, August, September. After 3 months, in the month of October, he makes the withdrawal again. Then in the month of January, he makes the withdrawal again. That means throughout the year, he is withdrawing 4 times. And he is making the withdrawal on quarterly basis. He makes his first withdrawal in the first quarter, then the second quarter, and then in the third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter of the year. Tell me, is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And everyone else?
Yes,
Is
sir.
this clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is clear that there is no, you can say there is no regular or the equal interval in case of Kanika, but in case of Gautam, he is making sure that he withdrew the fund on quarterly basis. So let's start with the solution. Just tell me, in order to calculate interest on drawing made by Kanika, which method will be applied? Average period method or the product method? Tell me.
Product method.
Which, sorry?
Product method.
Product method, right.
Because
But
it's
for
an equal amount.
Gautam, method will be
Average period.
average period method. Right. So now let's continue with the solution. This is going to be our last question in today's session. First, solution to question 17. Calculation of interest. Calculation of interest. Guys, I want all of you to note it down along with me. Calculation of interest by partners. Calculation of interest on drawing by partner. So first, in case of Kanika. In case of Kanika. And for Kanika, we are applying product method. Product method. Okay, for calculation of interest by product method, we need to prepare a particular format. And I've already shown you the format. See, this is the format. Let me show you again. Firstly, we will make a column of drawing, sorry, date, then drawing, then month, and the product. The first column will be date of drawing, then the amount of drawing, total months left after the drawing, and Then the then the last one, the product of the okay. Now let's talk about Kanika's withdrawals. Kanika made her first withdrawal on 1st of April. 1st April. And the amount of withdrawal was 10,000. 10,000. So in the column of months, we need to find out how many months are still left in the year. If she have made a withdrawal on 1st April, then how many months are still left in the entire year? So 12 months are left, including the entire month of April. 11 more months are left. So 12 months are more after the first withdrawal. Then we will multiply drawings with the month. So 10,000 multiplied by 12, it will be 1,20,000. Tell me, is this clear to all of you? First withdrawal made on April. Amount of drawing was 10,000. And from 1st April till 31st March, how many months are there? 12 months. So 12 months. Now let's move to the next withdrawal. Next withdrawal have been made on 1st of June. 1st June. Amount of withdrawal was 9,000. Tell me how many months are there starting from 1st June till the 31st March. Tell me how many months are there in the year, starting
10.
from 1st of June till 31st March, 10 months, right?
10.
Then we will multiply the amount of drawing with the months for which drawings have been made. 9,000 into 10, it will be 90,000. Then next withdrawal have been made on 1st November. Next withdrawal have been made on 1st November. Amount of withdrawal was 14,000. And from 1st November till 31st March, how many months are there? How many months are
5.
there? 5 months. So we will multiply 5 by 14,000. So it will be 70,000. Last one. Last withdrawal have been made on 1st of December. 1st December. Amount was 5,000. 5,000. And how many months are there from 1st December? Okay, correct. 4 months. So 5 into 4, it will be 25. Okay. Now we will simply total the product value, total value. We will total the values in the product column. So 1,20,000 plus 90,000. It will be 2,10,000 plus 70,000, 2,80,000 plus 20,000 will be 3 lakhs. Total amount, total value in the product column is 3 lakhs. Okay. Now is the time to calculate interest. So if you remember, in the previous slide, I have shown you the formula for calculating interest in case of product. See, this is the formula. Total amount in the product column, total amount of product, multiply with the rate of interest into 1 upon 12. Into 1 upon 12. This is the formula for calculating interest in case of product method. So we will be calculating interest by applying the same formula. Interest on drawings equals to total amount of product or total value of product multiply with the rate of interest and multiplying it with the average month 1 upon 12. We are averaging the month. So 3 lakh multiply with the rate. Rate of interest was What was the rate of interest? Rate of interest was 6% per annum. It is written at the end of the question. 6% per annum. So 6% per annum. Then we will multiply it with 1 by 12. Calculate the value of interest. 3 lakh. 6% of 3 lakh will be 18,000. 18,000 divided by 12. I guess it will be 1,500 of this. 18,000 divided by 12. 1,500. Tell me everyone, is this clear to all of you? Is the entire calculation by product method for Kanika's drawing is clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Anything is not clear, please let me know. Only then we will talk about the other part. What was his name? Gautam. Done everyone? Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
It's clear. So guys, I'm skipping the second part. I'm giving you that part as homework. I want all of you to calculate the interest on drawing in case of Gautam, for Gautam's withdrawals. I hope all of you can try this one, and we will talk about the calculation and the value of interest in the next session. I hope you will be able to do this. Is there any problem? Will you be able to solve this question? Will you be able to calculate the interest on drawing in case of Gautam? Tell me. Tell me.
No problem, sir.
No problem. Okay, Alexander. Then we have Hiba, Khushi, Mariam. Would you be able to solve this question? Would you be able to calculate interest on drawing made by Gautam?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm giving you that part as homework. We will talk about that section if you won't be able to solve that. But since it's already 9:14 here, and I have my next class after that. So thank you so much, everyone. This is it for today's session. We'll discuss more about the fundamental of partnership in the next session. But this is it for today's session. Thank you so much for attending the class. We'll see you in the next session. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Take care.
Thank you so much.